I absolutely love this. This was worth the walk to get here. I am just on cloud nine right now. Hello there. It is Thursday morning, my second full day here, and we're on our way to Whitstable via the Crab and Winkle Way. I don't know where that sign was pointing, but the app is showing the trail starts up this way past the West Gate. So I'm backtracking. All right, now we're on the right track. I did read that much of this trail is on concrete or pavement. And here we go. This is the path I'm looking for. Easy enough to find when you've got a map. My purpose for going to Whitstable today is fish and chips. So, yeah, there are plenty of fish and chip shops or chippies, as they call them, in Canterbury. But this one, I just have a very strong memory of it being an excellent plate of fish and chips. It's at a restaurant called the Whitstable Oyster Company. I took my wife there a few years ago for oysters, and I had fish and chips and helped her with the oysters a little bit. And I just remember it being very good. And so I wanted my first fish and chips on this trip to be that. Ooh, what's this? The Beverley Farm footpath arch was built between 1825 and 1830 during the construction of the Canterbury Whitstable Railway. Provided safe access for cattle and pedestrians from Beverley Dairy Farm underneath the railway embankment.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at you.
There's a fox right there. That is so cool. That is wild. The Crab and Winkle Way gets its name from an old rail line that used to run between Canterbury and Whitstable. Portions of the route follow the route of the tracks, the old tracks. It's 7.6 miles long, which is about 12.2 kilometers. So this should be a good little walk, and it goes through a section of woodland that I'm looking forward to passing through. And as much as I enjoy hiking Korea's mountains and walking through the countryside, there's just nothing like this. it's so different from the terrain here, and it's nice to be able to finally experience this. So I've been trying to see how old some of these graves are, but the text, the engravings are faded away on a lot of them. 1886. And this one, there's just nothing at all legible. The site that the church is at is not far from the location of an old Roman villa. And some of the stone foundations of the villa still remain. I didn't go looking for them. It just said it was to the southwest of the church, and I don't want to spend time running around looking for it. This section of the Crab and Winkle Way used to be the Salt Way. There were some salt pans, or maybe there still are, up on the coast where we're headed, and the salt would be transported from the salt pans through Whitstable and on to Canterbury. And this was part of a busy 13th century trade route. Morning.
When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I drove, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing older than you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be a man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at you too.
Morning. Very pleasant walk. Oh my goodness. So nice. We are now in the woodland. I guess we entered it a little ways back there. And the place is crisscrossed with tracks. We were right on the edge of the forest, but it suddenly feels deeper and darker. Oh, this is great. I decided to duck down one of the trails just a little bit. And it's just awesome seeing this. We're right on the edge still. There's a busy highway over there. Yeah, I would love to come out here and spend a day just hiking around this forest. Take my time and enjoy it. So I've gone down a couple of declines. So far I have not gone up any major incline. And this is the first one I've seen. Yeah, this has been a really leisurely walk. Not strenuous or challenging at all, which is good. Oh, sorry. Uh-huh. Oh, the air here is so fresh, so clean. You forget sometimes what fresh air is like, clean air, until you get back in it again. Ooh, there's a cemetery here, looks like. Okay, so I guess I'm leaving the path a little bit early. I'll just go out on the street up here. But there is something over here that has just caught my eye. Looks like some kind of memorial or a big tomb. Ah, it's a crypt. The family vault of Wynne Ellis, Esquire of Tankerton Tower in this parish. Cool. And an old grave over here off by itself. Here it is, the Royal Native Oyster Stores, the Whitstable Oyster Fishing Company. But before we go in, we'll first get a little look out this way and see what we see. All these oyster shells. And there's a nice little pub. I think it's in that white building right over there. I might drop by there later. Okay, I got in as I hoped. I was able to sit at the bar and we are good to go. There he is, prepping the oysters over there. And all the cooked stuff is back there. Okay, so I broke down and I got an oyster. Just one. And here it is. Here's my beer. And now all I need is my fish and chips. Somehow I accidentally shot a time lapse when I was prepping the fish, but yeah, it'll work. Look at how crumbly this is. It just falls apart when I touch it with a fork. It is just absolutely amazing. And it's so tender and so flavorful. I absolutely love this. This was worth the walk to get here. I am just on cloud nine right now. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I will see you on the other side. Usually on these trips, anytime I have dessert, I stick to the sticky toffee pudding when it's available. This time it was available, but there was another option that really, really grabbed my attention. And after much heeing and hawing, and I finally decided on that one instead of the sticky toffee pudding. It's a vanilla cheesecake. Really looking forward to this. There are some good cheesecake options in Korea these days, but I just don't eat them anymore. So, vacation. Might as well go ahead and give it a try. I'll have plenty more chances for sticky toffee pudding before it's all done. So let's take a look at this. Very good choice. All right. So every cheesecake I've had in Korea has been the very thick. It's just been thick, a little heavy. This is so light and so fluffy. It's almost more cream than, whipped cream, very light and fluffy kind of cream. That's what it's close to. It's not quite that consistency, but it's very close. And yes, there is a good vanilla flavor. And that crust on the bottom, oh gosh, that crust is so good. And I think that is a very good kind of graham cracker there. And yeah, look at that. Look how creamy that is. Oh, wow. Yeah, I do not regret not getting the sticky toffee pudding. This was good. All right. So I'm going to finish this off, and then I'll see you outside. That was amazing. That was very, very good. Oh, wow. I am so glad I had that. In memory of peace campaigner Brian Hall, 1949 to 2011, who lived in Whitstable as a teenager. Yeah, I forgot to mention about that cheesecake. The best thing about it, aside from the texture was the second best thing. The best thing about it was it wasn't sweet. The thing that keeps me away from cheesecake these days is how sweet they usually are. Every time I have them, I just can't handle it anymore. That high level of sweetness. So I took a chance on that one, and it was well worth it. Oh my goodness, that was good. Well worth the money. Worth every pound you spend if you ever visit there. Like all the other places I'm eating at, I will leave links in the description in case you're ever in the area. Now, somewhere around here is Peter Cushing's house. And I did not know that the first time I came to Whitstable. And the second time I came to Whitstable, I was with other people, and I didn't go hunting for it. But this time, I'm going to drop by there and get a shot of it. It's on a map. I'll be able to find it on Google Maps, I'm sure. But for now, I'm heading over to that pub I pointed out earlier. It's called the Old Neptune.
a story about a sinner. He used to be a winner who enjoyed a life of prominence and position. But the pressures at the office and his socialite engagements and his selfish wife's fanatical ambition, it turned him to the booze, and he got mixed up with a floozy, and she led him to a life of indecision. The floozy made him spend his dough. She left him lying on Skid Row, a drunken lag at some Salvation Army mission. It's such a shame.
This art installation is intended to celebrate these people who are part of a national network of volunteers driving public discourse and political action to safeguard the health of our water bodies and marine ecologies. Some of those are SOS Whitstable, a group of 10 local activists who have been working tirelessly to hold water companies to account and make the sea safer along the Kent coasts. And what's really interesting about this, it says here that the sculptures themselves are life casts portraying a small cross-section of the local Whitstable community. They include a cold water swimmer, a school child, kite surfer, a lifeboat volunteer, and a local fisherman. Discharges of sewage still occur frequently along this coastline and are regularly unseen activities that happen during the cover of darkness or through outlets that are concealed by the tides. And this is called Sirens of Sewage, I guess. I had originally intended to go have a cup of coffee somewhere after eating, but couldn't resist a brew by the sea, even in this cold breeze. When the sun's out from behind the clouds, it feels all right.
I know you're interesting to see. Just interesting to see what happens. Aww.
So, Peter Cushing's old house, the former house, or the house that formerly belonged to Peter Cushing, there we go, is further up the way here. Here we go. Peter Cushing, OBE, lived here 1959 to 1994. So he owned this place from 1959 until he died in 1994. I'm going to say farewell to the sea for now. And cut into the neighborhood if I can. Ooh. I thought I saw a path out of here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gonna make my way through the neighborhood here and back up to the main street and grab a bus back to Canterbury.
When when I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
So I was going to grab a bus back to Canterbury, but you see that traffic there. Not going to do it. So I just bought a train ticket through TrainPal. So I'm heading now to Whitstable Station. My train leaves at 4:21 and it is now 3:41. It's about a 12-minute walk from here, maybe. So no worries about time. Got a lot of steps in today, of course. 24,276. And that's on top of the 21,309 steps I had yesterday. So yeah, lots of good walking. I had a good night's sleep last night, although I did wake up at 1 a.m. I fell asleep. I don't know. I fell out very, very early. It was like 7 o'clock or something. 7 o'clock, 7:30, somewhere around there. I was laying on the bed. I had the laptop open. I was doing some work. And next thing you know, I'm waking up to my wife making a video call at 1 o'clock in the morning. And so after that, it took me a little bit to get back to sleep, but I finally got back to sleep about 4 a.m. or so, and I was up before 7. So all in all, well rested last night, good night's sleep, and I'm expecting another good night's sleep this evening as well. So tomorrow, another walk, and I'm pretty sure I've decided which direction I want to go in, and I will see you when I wake up in the morning and leave the B&B. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
And I would walk 500